Good morning, guys. In today's session, we are going to discuss about DOM events and event listener. What are the events? We already seen events in the earlier sessions, right? An event is nothing but some amount of task or some amount of work is nothing but an event, right? We already seen, right? What an event will do, event will always perform some action when we are interacting with html elements. Interacting in the sense, I want to click the button, do some action. I want to hover on an element, do some action. So these are all comes under interaction, right? Here one of the first point, if you can observe, DOM allows javascript to interact with html elements by using events. We already seen some events, on click, on double click, on change, on focus, on blur. So on double clicks, such a kind of events we already seen in the earlier session, right? So how can we add an event? So let us see how can we add an event to an element with practically, right? So do you see assign events to DOM? So this is an element, demo is an element. So do you see on click? Here I'm assigning the element equal to do some action. But earlier, how we assigned an event to an element, let us see that example first, then we can go for DOM events. In what way? How can we assign an event to the DOM by using document object model? Right. So first let us go with the basic events, guys, how we implemented the basic events, and let us check the basic events, then we can go for other example, guys. Come down. So document objects model, right? Let us have a button, a small button, button, button. So something called click me is a button name. So here we can take an event called on click equal to, and earlier we written like this, right? On click equal to some action. You can take any function, whatever the function you want, you can take any function. So what I need to do, guys, on click the button, it will look for some action function now. So I have to take script tag and define the function here and write some logic inside of it, or any logic. Right, just I'm writing alert here. Let's go and write something called alert. So here you can write something called welcome. Just check it and run the file and refresh it. And now this is the thing, guys. Click me. I'm clicking on it. You are getting alert now. This we can do. And if you want to change the button text, then what I need, for example, this is the button. You want to change the text. Now we are displaying the alert, right? So alert is coming. So no, sir, on this is button title is click me, on click. So I want to display something called clicked or something like this, right? For example, if you want to manipulate this, we can take this. What is the meaning of this? Means current element. So you can take a parameter element or it, whatever it may be, you can take anything, guys, here. How can I change it, elm dot inner html na? So this is nothing but how we can change the text. This property we know already, right? So clicked, something like I am writing something called clicked on the button. So then what is going to happen when you click on it? So then you can refresh it. I'm going to click on it. If you can click, did you see the button title was changed? Right. Not only like this, if you don't want to go, you can write something like this also, na? Why should we go like this? If you think that why should I need a function, you can write inner html also, right? Directly you can write like this also, this dot inner html. Yes, guys, we can write like this also directly here. Here I am writing something called clicked. So clicked, clicked. Yes, we can write like this also here, right? This is also a valid thing. But how many lines we can write here? We can write all at least one line we can write. But if you want to perform more than 2 or 3 lines, then we have to write a separate function. But here I written something. This is also a possible way, guys. You can check it and refresh it, clicked. So now you can see the title is changed. Both are doing the same job. There is no and nothing difference inside of it, guys, right? So these are nothing but the general events, very general events, guys. Generally, regularly we will use these events, right? Now the next thing is here, how can we assign an event, right? So this is nothing but the thing, guys, check it carefully. Assigning events to DOM, right? How we can assign events to DOM, right? We know how to find an element, right? After finding an element, for that element I want to add an event. You are finding all the anchor tags. By clicking all the anchor tags, I want to get the information of the anchor tag. So how can we add an event to the multiple events at a time? So we are writing, generally what we will do, if you have 10 anchor tags in a document, you have 10 times on click, on click, on click on every anchor tag. But how we can assign an event based on the DOM? So this is the way, guys. Can you see the line I written here? Document.getElementID.demo is an ID, nothing but on click that element, do some action, some JavaScript function I am firing here. So this is how. Now let us go to the uh, file and let me write something, guys. So you can take an ID here or anything you can take, no problem, right, guys? Let us implement one by one, not all at a time, guys. You can check it. So now I'm taking an ID equal to btn, something like, you can take anything, right? So how can we get the ID, guys? Here, document dot, you can take anything where btn equal to document dot get element by id. Yes sir, sorry, get element, sorry, by id, element by id. Yes, what is the id of it? Btn. This is what, nothing but the btn. So we can write directly, or else if you don't want any variable here also, you can take empty, right? Dot, so we know inner html, right? So we can write inner html. Dot style also we can write now. Dot style also we can write. Now you can see I'm assigning on click event. Yes, we can do like this also, right? On click event, guys, equal to some function. So now did you see the syntax of it here? What is the syntax of it here exactly? Given by id dot event on click I written, you can write on focus, you can write on blur, you can write on double click, you can write on change, you can write. So what are the events we have? Every event we can write it here equal to do some action. Do some action in the sense, what I need to do here, I have to assign some function, some action. I am writing something called some action. So what is a sum action? Is a function. Now don't use parentheses here, right, guys? It is a function. You don't need to write the parentheses here. Now what I need to do, guys, here, I have to come down. You have to create a function. What is a function there? Sum action. Or else, please wait. I assigned an event to the particular button. Earlier we written on click inline, but now I am using through DOM. By using through DOM, I'm assigning the things to it, guys. Now you can check it carefully. I may have an error by clicking this, right? So some action is not defined. Do you see? It is not on click and all. It is giving you some action is not defined. It is giving some error. It is having a reference error. Some action is not defined. Now you can see, now I'm going to define this function, some action. You can write any function here. Some action in the sense, you can take anything here, right? Now I'm coming here and you can just check it and I'm refreshing. So do you have any error here? I don't have any error, guys. It is working fine for me, right? So let me write something called alert here, and let us write something called alert or welcome something. You can check it carefully. Now I'm checking it and click on it, you are getting something alert. So this is also the way of binding an event to an element. So earlier inline we written on click or on double click, whatever the event, you can write it. So by using DOM, how can we add or how can we assign an event to an element? This is how. This is on clicker. You can write on double clicker. You can write on mouse over, on mouse out. Every event we can write it, guys. But remember carefully, here we don't need to take anything. The same we can write in another manner also. On click equal, directly we can write a callback function directly. Yes, we can write like this also. This is also a possible way, guys, right? You can write alert welcome. Yes, we can write like this also, guys. Check it carefully. Earlier we have some function name. Now I don't have any function name. On click, call this function automatically. That's it. We can write like this also. This is a this is no named function, nothing but anonymous function. We don't need to provide any function to this name. Or else if you want to pass a function with the name, yes, we can do that too also, no problem. Now refresh it and click on it, you will get the message called welcome, guys. This is how we can assign events to an element. right? So not only one element, guys, we can take multiple elements, right? So you can take right now in the screen I taken one button, you want to take another button, you want to take another button. Yes, we can take all the buttons, right? So now let me go with some anchor tags here, group of anchor tags, how we can add an event to the a group of anchor tags and all, and let us check it, guys, right? And come down. So let us keep this in a comment and let us go and write some anchor tags in the page. And we have a button here. Let me write an anchor tag with some links here. Yes, guys, there are some links now. So we know how to get all the elements, right? How to get all the anchor tags in JavaScript, right? By using query selector all, right? We can write it, guys. So how can we add an event for every anchor tag also? We can check it, guys, right? So now you can check it. I want to get all the elements of it, guys. How can we get all the elements from here? Where? Elements equal to get elements by tag name, right? So we can get the information like this. Now what is the tag name we have? We have an anchor tag. So what this elements contains? So this element contain all the elements now. So these are contain all the elements of it, right? You can go and refresh the page, you can see all the elements, guys. Can you see in the collection there are 3 anchor tags are there, right? So how can we add a click event so to all the anchor tags here, right? So now you can check it, guys. Here for individual element we have to add it. Actually, for example, you can check it. I'm writing elements of 0. What is elements of 0? First dot on click, I written like this. So I now you can check it. Function, I'm going to write some logic here. Let us write something called alert. Here I am writing something called hi. Then if you can write hi, the first anchor tag only I written, guys. I'm not writing for all the things. Just okay, something wrong. Anything wrong here? Semicolon is not a problem. Oh, some error. 1 minute. Let us click it. Let us check it. Alert hi. My God, function. Sorry. Here we have to take this right. This is how we have to write. Sorry, syntax, right? Check it, guys. Now you can check it. No error, and you can click on Yahoo. So alert is coming. It is firing, guys. After that, it is going to yahoo.com also, and we don't want redirect, and we can stop it. We can prevent that also, no problem. So I written the event on only one element, right? If you want write event for all the elements, how can I write for I can write an event for all the elements here? We can write something called event. So or else you can take anything a variable here. So I can write something called here e dot prevent default. What is this prevent default? Prevent default. It will prevent from the default behavior. What is happening? You are clicking anchor tag. So by clicking the anchor tag, what happened here? It is a reader, it is getting alert. After that alert is going to yahoo.com na? So because what is the duty of an anchor tag? It will refreshes the page, or it will redirect to from one page to another page. I want to prevent the default action. So anchor tag behavior, we know if you can click page, it will refresh, or it will go to some other page. So I don't want to go to some other page, I don't want to refresh it. That's the reason I'm using event.prevent default, guys. This is a predefined method in JavaScript, right? So click on it, I got alert. But are you going to yahoo.com here? No, earlier you went to yahoo.com, right? So what is the meaning of it? So e dot, you can take any variable here. E means the current element, event information. Event dot prevent default. Some people will write this as a event, meaningful manner, event, event, and here also we can write the event. Same variable we have to take it here, guys. Event dot prevent default means prevent that element from the default action. What is the default action of anchor tag? We know. So it is going to prevent from that default action, guys. Now this is for one element. For the remaining elements also you won't write it. No? So now I have to write the second element, I have to write the third element, right? You have to write it something, right? I'm going with one, I'm going with two, something like you want me to write. If you have 10 elements, you want me to write 10 times. This is no, this is not the correct, right? This is hot coding. We are hot coding it, right? So how can we add an event, guys? Check it carefully. Now we know we already for loop, and we earlier we seen iteration of the anchor tags, right? So now I am going with for where I equal to 0, I less than, so elements dot length, right? Total number of elements we have, length, elements dot length, and I plus plus, right? This is what we have. So now I can come down here, elements of I dot on click. This is what you have to write it, on click equal to some action or some callback function, whatever you want. Yes, you can take it, no problem. I'm taking some function. Here we can take something called event, right? This is nothing but event dot prevent default, event dot prevent default. Why this prevent default? To save the element from the default action, guys, right? Now you can see I'm writing alert, right? Let us go with alert, or else you can write console.log of this, console.log of this. I'm writing this. This means current element, right? We know this means current element. On which element you are clicking, that element information will be stored in this thing, guys. Let us go and check it. I'm going to click on the every anchor tag. This is the Yahoo I clicked, so you are getting Yahoo element. I'm clicking Facebook, you are getting Facebook element. You are getting Google. See, I didn't write on click event on any element in this anchor tags, guys. Do you see? Generally, if you want to fire an on click event on three elements, you have to write three times on click, on click, on click. Here we have to write on click, and on click. For the three elements, you have to write three times. Am I written three times here? No. Here the thing is, here try to understand, guys, how we are assigning an event to an element by using document object model. This is how we can assign the same click event was appended to the multiple elements, right? So now you can check it. So now I'm alerting, so which element you clicked, so that element text I want to get alert. So this dot inner html, I'm getting this inner html current element text I want to get it, guys. Just I'm alerting, just check it carefully. Am I getting the information? Now I'm clicking Yahoo, so you're getting Yahoo in the alert. I'm clicking on Facebook, you're getting Facebook on the alert, and you're clicking Google, you're getting the Google on the alert, guys. So how we can access the current element here? What is the meaning of this, guys? Always remember, this means current element. So here we are on clicking on click the element, what this will holds, on which element you clicked, that information will be stored in the this variable, guys. This means current element. On which element you are clicking on this time, that this will store that event information. What is the this means? Current element you clicked. So this is how we can assign the events by using document object model, guys, right? But if you don't have document object model, you have to write three times on click event. For example, you have 100 elements, 100 anchor tags are there in your document. You have to write 100 times on click events, no? There is no way, right? We have to write 100 times on click event here. Right now in this situation, what is going to happen? I didn't write three times anchor. Now you can write five more links also, and two more links you can add. One is I'm going with Yahoo, and some other link I'm going with, guys. Here is YouTube. Let us take something called YouTube. Let us take something called Gmail, right? You have something called Gmail, right? So now whatever the link you are clicking, so it will display the now I have five anchor tags. But do I need to write on click event on element? No, not required. We already written by using get elements by tag name. Based on this reference, we are finding each and every element in the loop and we are assigning an event to it, guys. This is exactly how the DOM will work and how it will append the events to our elements, guys, right? So check it carefully now. So you can check it now and go and refresh the page, and if you can refresh the page, you have YouTube and Gmail also coming, guys. Now I'm clicking YouTube. What is the alert you are getting? You are getting YouTube only, and you click on Gmail, you are getting Gmail only. Now you can add 10 more anchor tags. There is no problem about the click event, but we appended the click event dynamically to each and every element, guys. This is how the DOM is going to work, guys, right? So it's a very important scenario, guys. Please try to remember how this is all working. Not only this click event, we can write hover event also. For example, what is the event we written here? We written click event. So now I want to write on hover. I am writing on mouse hover. I am writing, guys, on mouse hover, or over a mouse over. This is the event I'm writing on mouse over. Now what happened, guys? Now earlier you clicked on each and every anchor tag. Now I don't want to click on each and every anchor tag. Just hover on the mouse, guys, element. Now I'm keeping the mouse. Can you see? I'm not clicking, just keeping mouse on it. You're getting Yahoo. Let us go for mouse on it. You're getting Gmail. See, this is not only for click event. You can write any event here. Whatever the event you want, yes, you can write that event, guys. No problem. So that will work automatically, right? You can change colors also as well, guys. Background color of the elements, or you can change and you can remove and everything, guys. Mouse out, mouse over, and we can bind the functions like this also, right? So for everything, so on hover, on mouse over, on mouse out, we written something now. What is this on mouse over? We written, 1 minute, what I want to do, I want to write this dot inner HTML. Sorry, this dot style. I want to add some style to this element, Amma, or whatever the element you are adding. Earlier we printed something. Okay, I'll let this dot style dot property. What is the property? I want to write background color. So background color is the property. I want to give some color colon red. I want to give some color called red. So again, I want to write some padding property. Let us write some padding, padding, padding. So I'm giving this as a 20 pixels, sir. Okay, let us give this as a, okay, 20 pixels padding you can give. So when you are hovering on it, so what is going to happen, guys? Background hover. This is just hover. Now you can go. Can you see background color is appended and nothing but, as well as the padding is also applied. Come down, Facebook, and they are not going out, right? When you are mouse out, you have to remove it now. See, now they are coming. So this is working fine. Keep mouse on it. They are working fine, right? So this is all for all the elements you're writing at a time na, or multiple times. Huh? You're not writing multiple times. You're writing only one logic for all the elements, guys, by using DOM. So this is what we written. Now you can see I'm going to write the copy paste the same, nothing, guys, here, just copy paste it and come down, and here I want to take the same, guys, here I equal to 0 again, but this is on mouse over, this is on mouse out. I want to write on mouse out, mouse out. Background color is none. I don't want to need any background color is guys, just make it as something, or else you can take white color also. Padding 0, there is no padding, right? On mouse out, do you see this is mouse out event, this is a mouse over event. So how we are binding all the things to this? There's a question. Keep mouse on it, remove mouse on it, keep mouse on it, remove mouse on it. If I remove mouse out, mouse over, how these are working? So this is simply, and you want me to keep the same, and you can comment this line, guys. This is just nothing but an event, mouse out event. On mouse out, what you want to perform on the current element. What is the current element? This means current element, always remember, this means current element. On which element you kept mouse, that is the current element. So that element color, that element padding. On which element you are removing mouse, that element, for that element we are removing the background color as empty, and we are having padding 0 pixels, guys. This is how we can manipulate the DOM elements. This is how we can add colors and everything we are manipulating. So we are finding all the elements by using tag name. After that, we are adding some events. See, if you want to write normally without DOM, you have to write for every 5 anchor tags, for every element, what you have to do, guys? You have to write on mouse over, right? We have to write on mouse over, 1 minute, on mouse, mouse over we have to write, over equal to some function we have to write, as well as we have to write on mouse out also. Well, same we have to write, guys, mouse out also we have to write some function equal to some function. So like this, function 1 and function 2, like this for every anchor tag you have to write it. Because of the DOM, fortunately we no need to write these many events on the thing. This is very simple job, guys. We are getting all the anchor tags, we are assigning an event to every anchor tag, right? We are assigning an event to every anchor tag also. This is nothing but, guys, the beauty of DOM. So how we are assigning an event to a DOM, that's a very important thing. Just check it carefully, guys. So not only colors, guys, whatever the action you want to perform, yes, we can perform those actions, guys, because we are having so multiple elements. It's not a one element, guys. Because of the multiple elements, that's the reason we are coming here, guys. Otherwise we don't bother about it. Okay now, right? So this is nothing but DOM events, guys. How we can assign events to an element by using DOM. So here I added only two events: click event, mouse over event, mouse over event, right? You can use any one of the event, right? No problem at all. The situation, right? I don't know right now the situation demands me to use mouse over, mouse out, and click events. If you don't want these events, yes, you can use other events as well, guys. What are the events? We know, we already discussed about the events in the earlier sessions. You can use those events as well, guys, to perform this action, right? The thing is here, remember how this is manipulating the DOM, how this is adding events to each and every element. Generally, earlier situations we seen, for every element we written on click, on click, on click, on click we written, but now we didn't write anywhere on click, but we are finding all the anchor tags, and we are assigning an event to mouse over and mouse out event for all the anchor tags. But I don't know, I just want to observe the DOM. Do you see, is there any on click, on hover, something like, let me refresh the page. Do you see, this is a plain, there is no on click event at all. So when I'm keeping mouse on it, the event is firing, the event is firing, event is firing, event is working automatically. We don't bother about these things and all, guys. Simple thing, right? Yes, guys, this is how we can manipulate the DOM. This is nothing but the DOM events, and check it carefully. We have, this is nothing but DOM events concept, guys, right? So just try to see the slide what we have here. Event is nothing but some action or some work. DOM allows JavaScript to interact with our HTML elements. Nothing but what we did now. We interacted by clicking. We interacted by keeping mouse on it. We interacted by removing mouse on it. Nothing but. So this syntax is very important, guys. We can write in this manner: on click equal to do some action. Element, right? Documented get element by ID. But we have get element by ID here. No, we don't have get element by ID, guys, here. So what we are having here? So we are getting get elements by tag name. So you can use anyone, nothing but. Why get element by ID? They use it to find an element. Why I use it get elements by tag name? To find the element only, right? But to find all the anchor tags, I use it get elements by tag name, all the anchor tags. And how we are assigning, this is nothing but, guys, so this is ID dot mouse over, nothing but event, nothing but documented get element by dot syntax. If you can observe, documented dot get element by ID dot mouse over on click equal to some action. We can write some function, or we can write directly a callback function or anonymous function. Anonymous means there is no name to the function, guys. This is nothing but DOM events, guys. In the next session, we are going to discuss about event listener. What is an event listener, how this is going to work, and all we will see in next session, guys. Thank you.